Hello everybody, this is my video number 17 in astrophysics. As you can see, my native language is French, therefore I will try to speak the best English I can. And something else, I have to follow a text so that I don't forget important details and I make a better video. And for those who find my video without going through my website, let me introduce myself. My name as a self-taught and multidisciplinary scientist is Gilles Lauzon-Urtubise, and I am the owner of the First Human Multi-Intelligence.com on your left side. Then, as you know, the title of my video is the sixth of 7 extraterrestrial gravitational technology. Well, this technology is a technology which consists in making an extraterrestrial space shuttle move vertically down or up and perpendicular to the surface of the Earth, for example, from a stationary position and at any height or altitude about its surface. In addition, after having watched a television documentary on Planet Plus Canada, and which is the French title is OVNI, une affaire d'État. Let me translate it. So it means UFO, a matter of states. And in the text, it was said in 2019, the Navy confirmed the reality of video declassified a year earlier. Camera on board hunters filmed machine performing maneuvers impossible for landcraft. And to this announcements follow the disclosure by the New York Times in 2017 of a US program costing $22 million per year to study this phenomenon of UFO. Its name is, in capital letter, AATIP, for Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. And why are world leading power and other countries, including France, studying this phenomenon in such a serious and scientific way? Several personalities, former of DGSE, the American senator behind the AATIP program, the former director of Japan in France or Europe, and which is the CNES entity that studies that phenomenon, and other scientists are taking a new look at this subject. Well, after viewing a couple times this video, I was able to see a video example and explanation of how a small crew of 2 aliens are able to pilot their small space shuttle so as to make it move to any height or altitude above the Earth and perpendicular to its surface then. So, but perpendicular, so which is like this then. Like a ping pong ball that's bounced up and down, comes to an abrupt stop and start again in different ways, so, and bounce down or vice versa. So after the few seconds of thinking, any intelligent individual quickly comes to the conclusion that this kind of piloting maneuver is obviously impossible for all our land aircraft. As far as I'm concerned, I'm the only one on Earth who invented basic gravitational technology of the first generation that equates to a surface gravity that is somewhere between about 2% and 20% of the gravity of the Earth. Then, so somewhere between 2% and 20% gravity compared to the gravity of the Earth. Then, when I invented this basic gravitational technology of the first generation, at the same time I found myself inventing an exceptional device which is capable of producing a low surface gravity. On the other hand, and in the case of the sixth extraterrestrial gravitational technology, I have some ideas for inventing an exceptional second device who may be able to produce the sixth extraterrestrial gravitational technology, but of course it was after lots of experimentation, modification, or many other things that I don't want to disclose before I file for my patent. Because it's normal to protect my patent, and because it's a patent, I cannot talk so much about it then. In addition, I decided to name the sixth technology of the seven extraterrestrial gravitational technology because it's involved making a space shuttle move perpendicular to the surface of the Earth from a stationary position and at any height or altitude above the Earth's surface, for example, or any other object. So it's the same things then. On the other hand, its use or its activation, it requires from a stationary position of an extraterrestrial space shuttle who stays in line at any height or altitude or at a chosen height and facing a fixed point on the surface of the Earth, for example, using the following elements. First, the activation of my third new technology of the third generation, which served to keep the alien space shuttle stationary and parallel to the surface, so that it remains in line and stay. So that it remains in line about a fixed point on the surface of the Earth and regardless of its height or altitude. 2. Activation of the fourth alien's technology, which serve to keep the alien space shuttle stationary at any height or a chosen height above the surface, about the Earth's surface. 3. Activation of the sixth alien technology to make the alien space shuttle move perpendicular to the Earth's surface and from a stationary position and at any height or altitude above the surface of the Earth, for example. But right after I deactivate the fourth alien's technology, but kept activating my new third technology of the first generation to make the alien space shuttle move down or up according to their piloting needs and regardless of its height or altitude above the Earth's surface. But of course, it's only after I have built my extraordinary spaceship and produced several experimental tests with my exceptional device, or my second exceptional device, well, my first exceptional device at beginning, and after my second exceptional device to prove or not if it's possible. At the moment, I cannot say more about the characteristic of my first exceptional device or second exceptional device, which can produce new technology. As long as my patent for my extraordinary spaceship is not duly filled in all countries which they need to be filled. In addition, I can give you my opinion on a lot of astrophysical subjects which cannot endanger my pattern. So in the future in future video I will give you more idea about different my opinion about different other subjects then. Something else then, when you see the small model of my extraordinary spaceship, you will be stunned and automatically won over by its extraordinary looks. And I'm surprised if the people from Hollywood, then one of them didn't took my model to make films with them. In addition, through my self-taught study in astrophysics, in only 5 years and 8 months, which I started to studying the astrophysics from zero knowledge, and in 5 years and 8 months only to successfully decode the functioning of the universe on a macroscopic scale. During that time, there is no mystery that I have failed to decode or solve. And if there any mystery to be discovered that I have yet to meet, I sincerely doubt that any mystery of the universe can withstand my very high intellectual power in investigation, reflection, deep analysis, and inventiveness of all kind, and about of many other important intelligence than I practice. Because so far I have always managed to decode or solve all the mystery that I have encountered, or in a few cases at least I provide one satisfactory explanation or more than one. And all of my theories that going into my imposing model theory of how the universe works on the macroscopic scale, there are none of them that can be called a theory of one or more accommodating magical thought, or any magical mathematical thoughts like, say, gravitational singularity which is not working, so which is not exist too, so, or any other magical thinking then. Because all of my theories are based on one or more relationship of physical cause to physical effect and nothing else. In conclusion, my intellectual and humanitarian ambition and my responsibility as a multidisciplinary and self-taught scientist and humanist is to advance the knowledge of the humanity, to protect everyone in society as much as I can, because in the near future I want to build a website, a protective website, which it should be the best protective site it's ever made by a human being. Then, and it's used to protect to the environment as much as I can, because the Earth is the only house we have, and to protect as much as I can all the animals and the nature, because by protecting them we are also protecting us. And the terms impossible, it's a term that I will never respect, and as long as I am sufficiently in good physical, intellectual and mental condition. Well, thank you for viewing my video, and welcome to my next video, which will reveal my opinion on another subjects in the universe, or another gravitational technology about the seven extraterrestrial gravitational technology. So thank you, goodbye now.